You guys will please remain standing as we welcome up LVMPD Honor Guards to present colors.
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All the best to you, young ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Please remain standing as we welcome up Ms. Sean Godfrey to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of the brave.
Forward! March!
Please join me in welcoming up LVMPD Chaplain Steve Beeson to open us up in prayer.
Boy, John, I hope I can pray half as good as she sang that national anthem. Why don't you guys give her another round of applause? Would you all join me in prayer? And let me say something. I always say that, but usually when people pray in front of you, you kind of just space out. Everybody does that. But if you could agree with me on this prayer, it'll make it a lot better. Okay? All right. Thanks. Let's pray. Father, we thank you for these men and women that are here before us today. Lord, I would guess 18 months ago, not one of them would have pictured themselves here standing at police headquarters wearing a blue gown and cap. And yet, Lord, you had this for them all along. And Father, as you put these lives back on track, as you return them to the community, to their family, and to their destiny, Lord, I pray that all they've received in these last 2 weeks, Lord, they'll be like craftsmen with a new set of tools, Lord, that they'll get to really use them. Father, for all that's been poured into them by the instructors and by everybody else this week, I pray not one of those things goes to waste, but all these practices, ways of thinking, tools that they've been given, let them be used to their fullest. And Father, we welcome these folks back into the community. Father, I just sense today there's a hole in Las Vegas that looks like every life here that's been missing. Father, as they get their families back, as they get their destiny back, Father, we bless them. Father, I pray that all that's been poured into them, and now these next 18 months, you just breathe on their lives. And we look forward to see what you're going to do with them. In your precious name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, please be seated. Please be seated. Want to say thank you for joining us for the June Hope for Prisoners graduation ceremony. I know that many of you have come from near and far, and you could be any place else on the planet. I'm so glad that you chose to be here with us tonight. I want to say hello to everyone who's watching all over the globe on the Hope for Prisoners Facebook page and our LinkedIn channel, and also our YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Also want to give a big shout out to the men that are in Southern Desert Correctional Center. We are looking very forward to you getting out and being here, graduating as well. So for those of you who may be new to Hope for Prisoners, I'm just going to take a few minutes to tell you who we are, what it is that we do, why are we here today, and what the future is going to look like for our graduates. So our organization works with men, women, and young adults that are exiting different arenas of our judicial system. So we work with people that are coming home from state or federal prisons, city, county jails, drug rehabs, halfway houses, transitional facilities, and the likes. And what we do is provide the supportive services to help the men and women that are coming back home, not only get acclimated back into workplaces, but we make sure there's mechanisms in place through partnerships that we built up with employers in our local community, that once they get inside those workplaces, they're going to be afforded every opportunity to thrive and be able to grow, and afforded every opportunity to succeed. We address the needs for them to get acclimated back into their family, because that's been a mismark in reentry since forever. It's like no one's ever given the particular close attention needed for the men and women that are returning back to the community, that they need to get reconnected with wives and with husbands, and particularly to get reconnected with their children. So we work to make sure there's a mechanism in place to help with that family reunification component, because everybody in this room can attest to the fact that if the family life is not right, if the home life is not right, then everything else in the world has a tendency to fall apart. And then on the back end of the process, because there's a long-term 18-month journey where we walk with them, looking to do everything we possibly can with every resource we have available to us to ensure that we're helping them to be stand-up leaders out in our community, with an overall goal of them never, ever, ever reoffending again. So we're very excited you guys are here with us tonight. I want to invite up the June graduation sponsors, our newest collaboration partner here in Las Vegas, and the name is not going to be unfamiliar to you, but if you guys would please join me in welcoming up the Executive Vice President from Nevada State Bank, Mr. Craig Kirkland.
John says I have 90 seconds, so synchronize your watches, and here we go. Good evening. I'm Craig Kirkland, the Director of Retail Banking at Nevada State Bank. And I'm honored to be here with you and all the distinguished guests we have here today. And their presence really highlights how important this moment is. At Nevada State Bank, we believe in second chances. That's why we're proud to support Hope for Prisoners, an organization that transforms lives through job training, mentorship, and opportunity. This moment isn't just a graduation, it's a declaration that your past does not define your future. There's an old saying I love, you can't soar with the eagles if you're hanging with the pigeons. And tonight, I see eagles. I see eagles. Each of you made a choice to fly high. You studied, you persevered, you earned these certificates. You can also soar financially, becoming part of the banking mainstream, building healthy savings habits, building or reestablishing credit, saving for a car, saving for your first home, saving to start your small business. We're here tonight not just as a sponsor, but as a partner. Our team is available. Darlene back there. Darlene, throw it up. Okay. Look at you. Our team is available to provide account information and financial guidance to help you take the next step forward. So today, we don't just congratulate you, we stand beside you. We're rooting for you to succeed because every life change through this program isn't just a personal victory, but it's a win for us all. Finally, from all of us at Nevada State Bank, congratulations. We're proud of you. We believe in you, and we're excited to see where you soar next. Thank you.
Can we give it up for Nevada State Bank? It said they believe in second chances, so they're right up my alley. Good stuff. I want to recognize our guest speakers that are here today, and I'm so grateful that they are joining us here today. They could be any place else on the planet, but listen, it's Friday at the end of the week, 4:30 in the afternoon. At the end of a long week, at the end of a long day, they put a time out to be here with you today. I want you to say hello to the mayor of the greatest city in Las Vegas, Miss Shelley Berkeley. Can we say hello to her? Also very honored to have our friend from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, Captain Jeff Clark. And Captain, they said that our friends, because they really believe, not because your arms is just like so big. And also we have the greatest district attorney literally on the planet, Clark County DA, Steve Wilson. And joining us to administer our oath to our graduates to remain productive law-abiding members of the community, we have in the house from the 8th District Court, the Honorable Jessica Peterson. And as we get things underway, I just want to take a time out to acknowledge some of our partners that we work with in the community. You know, whenever I fly all over the country, people always ask me, what is this key success for Hope for Prisoners? And I tell them hands down, it's the unprecedented partnerships that we built up here in the community. So our partnerships like Kenneth Copeland Ministries, City Light Church, my home church, Liberty Baptist Church, the Crossing Church, Salt Church, Word of Life Christian Center, Bethany Baptist Church, East Vegas Christian Center, Life Springs Christian Church, Southwest Prison Ministries, Southern Hills Baptist Church, the Church LV. Can we give them a gigantic round of applause? And Hope for Prisoners processes referrals from the following agencies: the Workforce Connections, Nevada Department of Employment and Training and Rehabilitation. We work very closely with Employee Envy and so many other different colleges of Southern Nevada. Can we give them all a big, gigantic round of applause? So as we get things underway, you're going to hear in a little bit, we have this segment of our training, which is called the Vivid Vision. Can everybody say Vivid Vision? That was pretty good. And in this Vivid Vision, we challenge our graduates to take a look at their life 1 year from graduation day, right? And so in other words, it's June 20th, 2026, and we ask them to take out a piece of paper, wake up and walk us through a day in your life. And then at the end of that, we take copies of it. We give them a copy, and then the other copy goes to the team. And then what our job is to do everything we can to help them to live out that dream. Anything less than that, we just be some regular reentry program. But before we get to hear some of them, so that you won't look at John Ponders, I'm just a talking head. There was a young man who stood in Metro headquarters and once upon a time read his vivid vision. And I'm going to let him tell the rest of the story. But if you guys would please put your hands together for Hope for Prisoners alumni, Mr. Freddie Duarte.
Hello, graduates and friends. My name is Freddie Duarte. Today is June 20th, 2025. I'm so fortunate and blessed to be standing here and given this opportunity to share my testimony. I grew up here in the city of Las Vegas during the years when gangbanging was a way of life, my way of life. During the years of development, I acquired bad habits like stealing, extorting, and doing drugs. The later eventually became an addiction and started my time in and out of prison for a total of 26 years behind bars. Convicted, serving 2 life sentences. In 2015, I was blessed with the opportunity to go to Casa Grande and was introduced to Hope for Prisoners. November 2015, I was sitting in the very same chairs that you guys are today, with a smile on my face and the possibilities of a new life before me. Shortly after I was working the job of my dreams, I was working as a sous chef for Station Casinos. I was blessed with a beautiful vehicle. My 3 sons who grew up without me were back in my life, and everything seemed to be going in the right direction. Little did I know that I still had some issues that I had never dealt with come up, and 11 months later, I ended up back in prison with a new charge that entailed 5 to 12.5-year sentence and a 3-year dump on my life sentences. As many of you in these chairs before me can imagine how devastating it was for me to be back in prison once again. So lost, so broken, so devastated, I spiraled and it led me down a dark, lonely road. Even though I had completely given up, my family at Hope refused to. They loved me, they encouraged me, they helped me to remember who I am in Christ. It was the ray of hope. They kept watering in my heart. The word of God says in Romans chapter 5, verse 5, and hope does not disappoint, because the love of God has been poured out within our hearts through the Holy Spirit who was given to us. You see, even though I had given up, God's love for me hadn't. He loved me enough to come meet me exactly where I was, traveling down a lonely, dark road, and did something for me that I couldn't do for myself. He gave me the strength to face my own demons instead of run away from them, which is something I had been trying to do and was getting nowhere, just digging a deeper hole. So once again, I was in preparation for what God had planned out for my life. 8 years later, I was given the opportunity to once again, because I served the God of second chances, this time understanding the cost of my life. It was time to face my whole family. I had to get out of my head and over the fear of being judged. I had to remind myself every day that God did not give me a spirit of fear and of timidity, but of power, strength, and sound mind. Once again, I went through the workshop and graduated March 23rd of 2023. I got a job at Binion's Hotel and Casino as an area chef, not knowing that 3 months later I would be getting kicked out of Casa Grande and be back on the yard. The only difference was at this time I was prepared. I went back and clinged on to the hope that had been given to me. I refused to let go and started to declare what God says over me and my life versus what my circumstances said over my life. During this transition, Hope for Prisoners, my whole family, which consists of peers, alumni, case managers, mentors, DP, Stacy Burrell, Tina Bueno, and John Ponder, encouraged me, supported me, stood by me, loved me, and welcomed me home. I came home 13 months later. Since then, I've been so blessed, so fortunate. I'm currently working at the Four Queens Hotel and Casino, making $26 an hour. Hope helped me with my culinary tools, my knives, and equipment, and have done everything, and I mean everything, to point me in the right direction to help me succeed. Because of my commitment to keep on with the keep on, that expectation that my hope does not disappoint. God has restored my relationships with my family. I am finally able to be a real part of my family's and my son's lives. God restored me and completely with my God restored me completely with my health, my sanity, and even just recently blessed me with the ability to purchase a new truck. I'm currently in the process of opening my own bakery. Working on acquiring a grant for this startup business. Today, that any challenge that may arise, I don't have to face on my own. I have a full network of support of people who genuinely care about me and want to see me succeed. I'm living a life I've never could have imagined, and I'm so blessed, so full of true love with so much potential and possibilities. I share all this with you guys to encourage you, to let you know things are not always going to go as planned or as you expect them to. I share all this to give you the same hope that I carry in my heart and walk out every day. If he can do it for me, he can and will do it for you. All things, and I mean all things, are possible with God.
Can we give it up for Freddie Duarte? So very, very proud of you, Freddie. So very proud of you. And when you get that bakery up and running, I like these little pastries with the peach. Can I just get the first one? You guys see how very powerful that Vivid Vision thing is. And the one thing that I really love about that is that, one of my great heroes, Mr. John Maxwell, said, in a statement one time, he says that if you have ever seen anyone who's just completely hopeless, just hopeless, we see people like this all the time, they are hopeless. He said the reason why they're hopeless is because they cannot see their future. But when you can get individuals to rise up out of that state of hopelessness and see the future and have faith in the process that there is obtainable, that's when you find hope in the moment. And we're looking forward to working with each of you to help escort you into that hope. As we make way for our first speaker, it's an honor to have her in this house. And I'm going to read her bio. I'm not going to be able to do the District Attorney Steve Wilson bio because you won't never let me through it. But I am going to take a time out to read the bio of the Las Vegas mayor. The city of Las Vegas mayor was elected in November 2024. Prior to taking office, university system and served in the United States House of Representatives from 1999 to 2013. Among her proudest accomplishments during her time in Congress was building the new Veterans Administration Medical Complex in Southern Nevada. Yes, give her a hand for that. Mayor Berkeley began her career in public service in 1983 as an assemblywoman in Nevada State Legislature. She worked to strengthen consumer protection laws, crack down on drunk driving, created a senior law project, and wrote the Lemon Law, which protect new car owners from defective vehicles. Mayor Berkeley was appointed and twice elected to the Nevada State Board of Regents from 1990 until 1998. Prior to serving in Congress, Mayor Berkeley was a practicing attorney. She worked for the Nevada State Commerce Department, was in-house counsel for Southwest Gas Corporation, and was the vice president of government and legal affairs for the Sands Hotel in Las Vegas. Mayor Berkeley is married to Dr. Larry Lerner, and is the proud mother of 2 sons, 2 stepsons, 5 grandchildren. Raised in Las Vegas, Mayor Berkeley attended John C. Fremont Junior High School and Valley High School. She was the first person in her family to go to college. She graduated from UNLV in 1973, where she was student body president. If you guys would please put your hands together for our Mayor, Shelley Berkeley.
Hi, everybody. This is the second time I've had the honor of speaking for Hope for Prisoners graduation. And when I was first invited, it was about a year ago, and I was told I have to give an inspirational speech for the graduates. But at the end of the graduation, it was all of you that inspired me, not the other way around. So I am looking forward to going through this graduation with you and being just as inspired by you as you may be by our guest speakers. John, you lead the most purposeful life. I can't imagine this community without you. And on behalf of the people I represent in Las Vegas, I want to thank you for the remarkable job you do each and every day. And to all the family and friends and loved ones that are here today to celebrate with their loved one who are graduating today, I just want to congratulate you and know that you have not been on an easy road either, but the road has brought us here today, and that is the most exciting thing I can think of. And graduates, I can't even begin to presume that I know what you have lived through, your triumphs and your tragedies, but your triumphs have brought you here today to graduate from this extraordinary program and know that this is not the end of the program for you, that we will be here to lend a helping hand, to reach out and reach back if you need this program to continue supporting you, because you're too valuable to all of us not to support you and have you live your best life. My mother, neither one of my parents graduated high school, but my mother used to say, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And this is just the beginning of your finish, because you've got a lot of life left to live, and you're going to embrace it and recognize how important you are to our society, to making this country grow. And I want to say this. We're having some turbulent times, not only in the city of Las Vegas and the state and our nation. We need everybody with a modicum of talent, a modicum of an idea, a thought, something they can share with the rest of us. Everybody is necessary. We have an extraordinarily diverse community. Just look around, where men, where women, where every color in the rainbow, and we all matter. We matter to ourselves, we matter to our families and our loved ones, and we matter to society. Any one of us can make a difference, can change someone else's life for the better. So, if I didn't know better, I'd swear my mother was here clapping with you. She was very good at that. I, for one, am very grateful to all of you for going through the program, being clean and sober. It is not easy, and it's not an easy life out there. But you have received the tools you need to make a difference for yourselves, your family, and for the rest of us. And I'm grateful to see it. I'm excited for your futures, and I wish you all the luck in the world. So thank you. May God bless you, and let's move on to much better times. Thank you.
Can we give it up once again for Mayor Berkeley? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we got time to insert a vivid vision in here, so I'm going to call on the one of the graduates, and they don't know who it is that I'm going to call on. So I know there's a lot of people here that's not even wanting to make eye-to-eye contact with me. But you know how we say, you stay ready, you never got to get ready. If you guys would please put your hands together for Hope for Prisoners graduate. I don't even want to look up at you, Mr. Justin Weathers. Well, he acted like he didn't even want to get up.
Ooh-wee. Can y'all hear me good? Okay. My name is Justin, and today is June 2026, and this is my vivid vision. Like every other day, my alarm clock rudely awakens me, and as I reach for my phone, which says 4 a.m., I smell something burning. I walk to the kitchen and find my newly married wife cooking us breakfast. She was never really good at cooking, but she's beautiful, so it always made up for it. After eating some bacon, eggs, and burnt toast, I get started with my day with meditation and planning how my day is going to go. After morning rituals and hygiene, I head to my great paying welding job, which I earned after receiving my welding certificate. I've been thriving in the field ever since and very close to starting my own business. I have a great day at work as usual, but my boss calls me into my office right before I get to leave. He tells me I've been doing a great job and wants to promote me. I thank him and go home to celebrate with my wife, which has been talking about having kids. I tell her I'm now ready to start a family and do just that. My name is Justin Weathers, and today is June 20th, 2026, and this is my vivid vision.
Justin, can you stay with me for 1 second? Justin, can you stay? Because I'm going to embarrass you a little bit more. No, you did a phenomenal job. There's this guy who's a dear friend of mine. His name is Steve Wolfson. And I'm going to steal something out of his book, right? There was once upon a time he said to me that when you're going through life, it's not so much like what you know, but it's who you know, right? And you just made mention that you want to become what?
A welder.
You want to get certified in being a welder? Let's take a walk. Walk with me. Walk this way, talk this. Did you hear that? Hey, I want to introduce you to Mike Simon of the Las Vegas Institute of Welding. You know Justin.
I've already been talking about you.
Yeah, you heard what he said. He wants to be a certified welder. What I want you to do is connect with your case manager so we can get you connected with them so that we can pay for your training so we can get you certified, okay? All right, yeah, give me a high five. Yeah. All right. I gotta hurry you back because Steve Wilson's tapping his foot and everything. I'm just kidding. Can we give it up for Justin? Let's give it up for the Las Vegas Institute of Welding. I know the National Training Institute is over there as well. I know Pathways to Masonry is over there as well. I want you guys to make a beeline over there so we can make sure that you're not just getting a job, that we're setting you up with a career to where you can get to a point where you can be earning a sustainable wage, where you can take care of yourself and be able to take care of your family. Let's give it up for Justin. We're looking forward to him being back next year. I think we're ready for our next speaker. And I got to tell you guys, we have thoroughly enjoyed our partnership with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. And let's first give it up for Sheriff Kevin McMahill, right, who opened up his house. This is their action room. This is where everything takes place inside the action room, but he carved out space so that we could celebrate you. Thoroughly enjoyed that partnership, and it's become so successful that other police departments across the country is asking us to replicate the model in their jurisdiction. If you guys are please put your hands together for the captain of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, Jeff Clark. Give it up for him.
John promoted me. I'm not the captain. I'm one of 20 captains. The captain. Now I'm the captain. Do me a favor. All of you have been looking up here very intently. I want you to look around at your loved ones in the audience. Look at their faces today. Remember this. Seriously. And if you don't have friends or family in the audience, my cops are back there smiling because they're happy that you're here. They're proud of you. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Have you heard that before? Everything before is part of who you are. That's who your history. You can't deny that. But from here on, remember that. Everything that you do defines who you are going forward. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. That means not holding on to toxic relationships, being a part of toxic cultures or habits. You, from now on, decide your destiny. You decide what you want to do today, tomorrow, a year from now, and continuing on. But never forget, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Conversely, when you wake up, think this: today is the last day of the rest of my life. Now, what does that mean? That means not giving in to fear, not leaving things unsaid, telling those that you love and care about that you do indeed love them, taking those risks, asking that girl out, asking that guy out, going on that date, applying for that job, raising your hand and saying, I'm going to do that because I am not going to leave anything on the table. So when I go to bed tonight, if this is my last day on earth, I lived it to the best of my ability. If every day you spend thinking today is the first day of the rest of my life and today is the last day of the rest of my life, believe me, those two little bits of advice will carry you far. You've gotten through the easy stuff to this point. Whatever it is that got you to where you were, that got you in these chairs today, that's the easy part. Now is the hard part. Every day making those decisions to improve yourself, to improve this community, to improve this country, to improve the lives of your family members and friends that are out there that are sick, worried to death about you all the time, that have been for whatever got you to this day where we're all here sharing this space together. So for me, I'm extremely proud of this program and the work that you've done. I'm a fourth generation Las Vegan. My great grandfather came here to build Hoover Dam. So we've been here a long time. I need people in this community that want to make a difference, that want to make it a safe place to walk, to go to school, to work, for our kids to walk to school and to drive on these roadways. And you guys looking at your faces and the intent that you have on your faces, I know that you are going to contribute to that greatly. So from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, from Sheriff McMahill, thank you for being our friends, okay? I appreciate what you guys do. And if you ever need anything, Las Vegas Southeast Area Command, I have it all the way out to Arizona and California. So if you ever need anything out there, but thank you guys. We're proud of you. And don't ever forget the looks on those faces. Thank you.
Can we give Captain Clark another hand? And Captain, I'm going to ask you to, if you would just please pay attention. I mean, I'm only kidding. If you could please stand up. Yeah. And then I'm going to ask all of our friends in the back. Can you guys please stand up? We as a community just want to take a time out to publicly say thank you. Want to say thank you for getting up every single day and getting out in the community and putting your life on the line. Thank you so much for getting out in the community and protecting and serving. Thank you for leaving your homes early in the morning and going out to do what it is that your duties call you to do. And we know and understand that sometimes that could be a thankless job, right? This is why it's important for us to take a time out and let you know that as a community, we love you. We appreciate what it is that you do in the community. And just please know and understand on behalf of Hope for Prisoners and our graduates that moving forward, we're going to be praying for you, that you get out in the community and you're safe and you return back to your community. God bless you guys. Give them a hand, please. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I think we have time for another vivid vision. And in that, if you guys would please join me in welcoming up Mr. Joshua Saladin. Okay.
with me for a second. I got to grab it out. How you guys doing today? That's good. I'm good. I'm blessed. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua Saladin, and this is my Vivid Vision. Today is June 20th, 2026, and I can't wait to start this amazing day. Amazing, not only because it's going to be my daughter and I's first camping trip ever, but because I'm still continuing in my sobriety and left that life of drugs, violence, and crime in the past. I will remember this day for the rest of my life. Instead of feeling tired from the 10-hour day that I just put in yesterday at the dream job that I acquired running heavy equipment for a major construction company, through the passion and hunger to learn and work as hard as I possibly can, I truly feel blessed, and I'm filled with so much humbleness to have the opportunity to be where I am today. The excitement and energy I have at this moment is indescribable in words. My goals and priorities were so much different over a year and a half ago. I had to learn how to love myself first before I could love or do anything else for anyone. Over the last year, I've started to eat healthier, exercise, build back my family relationships better than ever, take time to help out others, get a nice house, and most importantly, get full custody of my daughter while working this amazing job. Through all of the hard work, dedication, motivation, I was able to accomplish all of these goals in the last year. Just hearing my daughter talk about our camping trip coming up today, I'm so excited, and she's even more excited about leaving today. It makes me feel that all that hard work I got through makes it worth it a million times over. I'm now living my dream life. I think back when I was committing crime, using drugs, and being so selfish and only thinking of myself. If you were to tell me that I was good enough and that I could have everything I wanted, I would have not believed you and called you a liar. Man, God is great. I do have doubts. I did have doubts creep in from time to time over the past year. That little voice you hear telling you that you're not good enough, just to give up, and you're going to fail. But let me tell you, don't ever listen to that voice. I normally would be at work right now, but because of the work ethic, the attendance, and the perseverance of this job that I currently have, it has allowed me to be able to take time off for this camping trip I'm going on with my daughter. I have so much more self-worth now, and I have so much self-worth now than I had, and the confidence to do anything and take on everything. I've learned not to be just good, but to be great, and never to settle for anything less than I know that I deserve. My mental state of mind has done a whole 180, and now I feel that I have so much more to live for and lose. I finally got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I tell myself daily when I might have a bad day that, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's a process. It takes time, patience, dedication, and everything else that comes with it. Well, it's time to go and get on this road for this camping trip. Bye for now. My name is Joshua Saladin, and it's June 20, 2025, and this is my Vivid Vision. See you next year.
Can we give it up for Joshua? That was amazing. So our organization prides itself on training and equipping, because one of the things that we've learned is that the vast majority of people from this segment of the population, they really do want to change, but they don't have any idea how to do it. So what it is that we do is we come alongside them and train them and equip them on things that not only going to be able to help them to get a good job, but it's more important that we help them to maintain that good job and grow in that good job and lay down the foundation to where they can build up this brand new life to where they never, ever, ever reoffend again. We pride ourselves on going out to get the best of the best trainers with one goal in mind, is to help our folks be the absolute best that they can be. I want to introduce you to the Hope for Prisoners lead trainer, who has been with Hope for Prisoners since day one. And as he tells the story, in our very first class that we ever held in the room the size of a broom closet, where there was literally a broom hanging on the wall. If you guys would please put your hands together for Hope for Prisoners lead trainer from Ketter Development, Mr. Greg Ketter.
Man, how you guys doing? Doing good? guys look amazing. Don't they look amazing? Y'all look so good. You know what? I'm not going to spend a lot of time here because John always whispers in my ear, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. And now he's down to 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So I just want to say a couple of things real quick. Number one, I enjoy spending the last 2 weeks with you guys. I learned a lot, and I like to think that I taught a lot too. How many people feel like you learned a lot over the last couple of weeks? And we're ready to take this to 18 months now, right? This is not the end. This is just the beginning. Now, if someone asks you later on tonight, says, how was your day? Well, today was a nice day. You know, I was hanging out with the mayor and with the DA and the police captain and the judge. You know, that's kind of day I had. Folks, these guys could be anywhere they want to be. And they're right here, being here with us tonight. Let's give them a round of applause, okay? Really appreciate you. The word hope is not random. It's not coincidental in the title of this organization, because hope means expectations of a positive outcome. And that's what we want you to have, expectations of a positive outcome. You've been through a lot. You've been through so much, and I've heard a lot of stories. Actually, over the last 15 years, I've been with, like John said, I've been with the organization for 15 years from the first day, and it was a broom closet, by the way, John, because there was a broom in the corner. And he said, you know, Greg, it's going to get better. And over the last decade and a half, I can't believe it's been that long, it has gotten better. And you know what? We instill in people to have hope. That word is not random. And we want you to expect a positive outcome. It's not going to happen without some hard work, though. And you notice over the last 2 weeks, I never said easy, did I? No, I said one of my favorite quotes is, the only time you see success before work is in the dictionary. That's right. So for the next 18 months, be ready to roll up your sleeves and go to work so that you can have a positive outcome, so that you can live life like, you know, there's more to life than watching other people live it, right? There was a time when I was watching other people live it, working in Circuit City with aspirations of becoming a meteorologist, you know, in LA, you know, and I'm watching people go by, and everybody told me I couldn't do it. I said, you're a motivational speaker, because every time you tell me I can't do something, it makes me want to do it more, right? So don't let anybody steal your dreams. In fact, if they're not laughing at your goals ain't big enough. Let's make them even bigger, because we can help you. That's what we do here at Hope for Prisoners. And I believe this is the #1 reentry program in the country. That's right. And over the last 15 years, I've traveled around the world more than once, but I always come back to hope. Always come back. It's important for me to come back and see you guys and make sure that my little part is important, is a blessing in your life, because I pray over you guys before we start these classes. And by the way, can I just real quick shout out to the entire Hope for Prisoners team, everybody from Hope for Prisoners, all the hardworking folks. Y'all stand up, you get some recognition here, way in the back. We get a chance to get up here and get the glory moments, but there's a lot of hard work that goes in behind the scenes to make this happen and to make your lives successful. I want you to be able to take your kids to Disneyland whenever you want. I want you to have a lifestyle. People come to us on day one thinking, oh, I heard Hope will get you a job. Yeah, we get you a job, but we want you to have more than a job. We want you to have a career. We want you to have a lifestyle. And we want you to take what you've learned and how you've been blessed and pay it forward to someone else. Because you're not prisoners, you're Hope for Prisoners. You're setting the tone, the blueprint for people that are to come in behind you. Do you receive that? Yes, and I'd like to thank the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department for allowing us to come in here, because, and y'all been here for a long time, over 12 years, something like that, right, John? 15 years, okay. I thought y'all were gonna come in and do a cameo, you know, just get on TV. No, they've been with us. And then when the sheriff said, you know what, it's kind of hot up in here. We were over in Flamingo. He said, you know what, why don't you give your graduations over at our action room? We have plenty of tables and chairs. We got air conditioning. I said, you got me at AC, baby, because it was hot over there, you know. So we are grateful. We're grateful for you guys, and we're grateful for all the men and women back there to put your lives on the line for us and protect us and make sure that our city is the best city in the nation. So thank you very much. Just want to say that to you. Okay, so hope is a positive expectation. So I'm gonna leave you with one of my favorite quotes. It's by Helen Keller. Remember, Helen Keller was blind, she was deaf, she was mute, she couldn't hear, she couldn't see, she couldn't speak, But this is what she said. You ready, guys? Repeat after me. I'm only one.
I'm only one.
I cannot do everything,
I cannot do everything.
but I can do something.
But I can do something.
And I will not
And I will not
refuse
refuse
to do the something I can do.
to do something I can do.
Can I get a hoorah, ladies and gentlemen? That's right. God bless you. Let's go to work on Monday.
Well, you want the mic? I want to take the mic. You want to run around the room like me with it. So as we as we make way for our final speaker of this evening, I think we have time for one more Vivid Vision. Everybody say Vivid Vision. If you guys would please put your hands together for Monique Freeman. Please come up and read your Vivid Vision. Okay? All right, you're welcome.
Mechanics. All right. All right. My name is Monique Freeman, and today is June 20th, 2026, and this is my Vivid Vision. I can proudly say I'm living a life I once dreamed about. My auto shop is finally up and running, something I used to only picture in my mind. Now it's my daily. Mechanics. It's burgundy, a beautiful combination of my prison blue, so I don't forget where I came from, and a precious pink, a color only a woman can produce. Every morning, I unlock those doors with a deep sense of pride, knowing I built this. I work hard not just for my customers, but for everybody and everything I care about. One of the most important things I've accomplished is bringing my father home. His health is bad, and having him in a care facility away from his wife, my mother, was killing them both. Now we're in a home big enough for all of us, my wife, our kids, and my parents. I brought my dad his own space, and more importantly, he's surrounded by his family who love him. I'll never take that for granted. My wife and kids are my daily motivation. We eat meals together, laugh together, and build memories in my home filled with love. I work hard every day to provide for them, but now I'm doing it with a stronger sense of purpose. Everything I do, every oil change, every engine rebuild means something to me because it helps me to take care of what matters the most. This life didn't come easy. Standing here in my shop, storefront, listening to Dream Lover by Mariah Carey, I know every sacrifice was worth it. A year ago, it was a dream. Today, it's my reality. Don't give up what you want the most for what you want right now. Today, my name is Monique Freeman, and today is June 20th, 2025.
Good job, Mo. Good job. Very, very proud of you. As we make way for our final speaker, again, I don't think he needs any introduction. I don't even bring his resume or anything like that, but I can tell you that this guy is the best DA literally in our country, right? He has supported our organization from practically day one. And sometimes when I invite him to come out, it's like the day before, but but he will stop what he's doing. He even said to me, John, listen, I will move something out of the way so I can be there. If you guys would please put your hands together for my friend, DA Steve Wilson.
Okay, congratulations to all of you. Give yourself a round of applause right now. So I am your last speaker, and I think I can already start to smell the pizza, John. So I'm going to get to the point pretty quickly. First of all, I want to talk to you about 4 things. The same 3 things I always talk about, which is mistakes, second chances, and relationships. But I've added a 4th, and that's called it works. But before I do that, I usually tell a story about John Ponder and when I saw him in the newspaper shaking hands with the President of the United States. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm not going to tell that story today. That in and of itself gets an applause. But what I do want to say is, John, you did start this organization in a broom closet with a broom with Mr. Ketter and yellow post notes, right? Yes. And that was about 15 years ago. How many graduates have graduated from HFP? 6,000 people whose lives, 6,000 people whose lives John Ponder and a lot of other people have changed. So thank you very much, John Ponder. Okay, let's talk about this. Raise your hand if you've never made a mistake. Go ahead, raise your hand. Go ahead. You know, you're the second person in 10 years that I've been doing this that raised. Did you understand the question? Have you ever made a mistake? And you said you've never made a mistake? Come on. You're joking with me. The point is, we all make mistakes. Every day of our lives, we make mistakes. A traffic ticket is a mistake. Maybe eating that cheeseburger when you should have had the chicken sandwich is a mistake. We all make mistakes. Some of them are small, some of them are medium, and some of them are pretty large. And I imagine most of you sitting here with your blue gowns and caps made some pretty bad mistakes. It's okay. My advice to you is own it. Don't run away from it. Own your mistakes, because we're all human beings. We all make mistakes. I make mistakes. Let me tell you, when I make a mistake, there's consequences sometimes, and they're not so good. So own your mistakes, become a better person because of them. Now let's talk about second chances. You know, that phrase is often used, second chances, second chances. Well, we are a society that believes in second chances. We give people second chances. Sometimes we give people a third chance or a fourth chance or even a fifth. But we are a society of second chances. We are a forgiving society. We forgive you. We have expectations of you. Mr. Ketter talked about that. You're 2 weeks here. That's just the beginning. You've got up to 18 months of hard work. But that's your second, third, or fourth chance. So take advantage of it. Hope for Prisoners is the best reentry program in the country, if not the planet, okay? And the reason it's the best program is because of all of the services they offer. And I'm going to get back to that in a minute. Hope for Prisoners is the best reentry program. I've been involved with HFP for about 10 years now. I've been on the board of directors. I've spoken at graduations. I do whatever John tells me to do. But about 5 years ago, I said to myself, why are we waiting until people are being released from jails and prisons to offer them these services? Why don't we offer some of the services before they go to prison? So somebody I know came up with the idea of a program called Hope for Second Chances. It's a pre-entry program. It's an opportunity for people who are on the cusp. You know, maybe that 20-year-old that committed that robbery, and it was a serious robbery. He took a gun and pointed it in somebody's face, and that person might go to prison. That judge right there might put that person in prison. But what are we going to get out of sending that 20-year-old to prison for 2 years? Is that person going to come out any better? No. So I created a program called Hope for Second Chances, which offers a number of people the chance at, rather than go to prison, participate in the re-entry program, pre-entry, and if you succeed, you don't go to jail. So now let's talk about relationships. You know, I asked John to provide me with some information on a couple of graduates. And you've already heard from these graduates, Joshua and Justin, and congratulations to both of you. Congratulations. But I'm going to pick a couple other people. I'm a shoe person, and I'm sorry, but I noticed your shoes. Would you stand up? Look at those shoes. Come on over here. Show them off, girl. Come on. What's your name? What's your name? Paisley. I'm Steve Wolfson. Okay, I want to talk about relationships. Did you ever think you'd be sitting in Metro's headquarters with the mayor, one of our best police officers, and the district attorney? Okay, so you now have a relationship with some of us, and I'm going to give you my business card. okay? And I'm going to offer an opportunity. If you ever want to come in and sit in my office and talk to me, I'd be glad to share some of my experiences and do whatever I can to help you succeed, okay? So relationships. I remember when I moved to Las Vegas almost years ago, it was a long time ago, they talked about juice. You know, Las Vegas is all about juice. Who you know? I thought, okay, well, you know, that's Las Vegas. Well, no, that's life. And I think, I don't know if it was John or Greg mentioned something about relationships. Relationships are everything, everything. Who you know and who you hang around with and who you don't hang around with makes a difference. So have great relationships. Relationships mean everything. And the last thing, because I know everybody's hungry, I wanted to talk to you about what I call It Works. It Works is the Hope for Prisoners program. This program, as many of you know, offers job training, placement, mentoring, case managers, how to go on a job interview. Think about those things. This is the best program that you have available right now, and it'll work. It works if you take advantage of it. So please do. So my congratulations to all of you. I meant what I said. If you'd like to come in and talk about life, I'd love to sit down with you. Okay? Congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sure, appreciate it. You see why I say he's the greatest district attorney on the planet? Can we give him another hand, please? As we prepare for our to administer the oath, I'm gonna ask the graduates to please stand up on your feet. And as you guys standing up on your feet, I'm gonna ask Miss Samantha Burgess from City Councilwoman Victoria Siemens' office. Would you please stand up? Can we give her a hand for being here tonight? You're also going to be receiving certificates from the Office of Governor Joe Lombardo, Secretary of State Cisco Aguilar, Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, Congresswoman Susie Lee, Congresswoman Dina Titus, Senator Jackie Rosen, Attorney General Aaron Ford, Commissioner Tig Segerblum, and the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. You're going to be getting those certificates. So as the honorable judge makes her way up, I'm going to ask the graduates to do something for me. What I want you guys to do is I want you to take your hands and stick them right out in front of you. Both of them. Both hands out in front of you. I'll take this. Both hands out in front of you, right? And now what I want you to do is I want you to fix your eyes down in the palms of your hands. Down in the palms of your hands. And what I want you to do is I want you to imagine, if you will, each one of the lines in the palms of your hands represents something in your past that you're not proud of. Each one of the lines down in the palms of your hands represents something that you're ashamed of. Look at them. It may represent a time that you were strung out on dope. It may represent a time that you was back and forth into the Clark County Detention Center. Look at them. Down in the palms of your hands. The lines in the palms of your hand. They represent things in your past that you wish never happened. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take your hands, watch me, and I want you to put them up right in front of your face. Right up in front of your face. Keep staring at the lines in the palms of your hands, and each one of those lines represents things in your past that you wish never happened. They represent things in the past that you wish you could take an eraser and just make it go away. Something that's shameful, embarrassed. The lines in the palm of your hand. Now, with your hands up in front of your face, up in front of your face. Can you see me? No. You got to say it like you mean it. With your hands in front of your face, can you see me? No, sir. With your hands in front of your face, can you see me? No, sir. With your hands up in front of your face, can you see me? No, sir. Neither can you see your future with your past in your face. Hands down to your side. It's over. Time to press on to that incredible future that's in store for you. Please join me in welcoming up the Honorable Jessica Peterson to administer our oath.
Where's my oath? No, I asked you when we started, would it be up here?
It's okay, but this is what we can do. I'm gonna whisper in your ear and you can tell them.
Okay.
Can we do that?
We can do that. We can make it work.
All right, awesome.
Go ahead.
You can tell them whatever you want to say.
All right. So just a couple of things that I want to piggyback on everything that has been said. I find it very interesting. I have a black robe. I have a navy blue robe. I have a purple robe. I have a gray robe. I find it very interesting, Monique, that tonight, for whatever reason, I decided to grab my burgundy robe. And there are no accidents, right? My mom always tells me, you want to make God laugh, you tell him your plan. Suit up, show up, let God take care of the rest. All right? You are not your worst day. You are not your worst mistake. As John just said, put it behind you, move forward. I got a criminal docket a couple of years ago. Before that, I just did civil. I got a criminal docket last January of 2024, and I've been a judge doing criminal and putting people in jail. And this program is one of my favorite programs because I look to this program to give a different way of helping people. You being in the community is the best thing for us. When we look at, as judges, of what we are going to do and how we are going to sentence somebody, we need to look at the defendants, the victims, the community. What is best for the community? Find people, as our Honorable DA just said, that are good people in your life. There are things that say, there are studies that show that the 5 people that you have in your life, the 5 people that you spend the most time with, you will emulate what they do. You will copy what they do. So pick good people that are strong, solid people that are making a difference in the community. And when you have free time on your hand, this program is going to be a lot. But when you have a little free time, do something good for your community, because you will not harm the community that you are a part of. So do something for your community. We are all pulling for you. I tell people every day, every Monday and Wednesday, when I sentence people, I will be your biggest cheerleader if you do what you are supposed to do. But it is a privilege to be a part of this program. So make us all proud, and more importantly, make yourselves proud. Manifest those visions that you have for yourself. Wake up every day, remember them, and then do everything that you can to make them real. All right. With that, let's do the oath. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do hereby swear an oath in front of my family and my friends and all those present, that I will walk this faith in my life. I will abide in all these things as I am a person of value, a person who takes responsibility, a person with self-respect,
a person with self-respect,
who respects others.
who respects others.
I will look towards my future,
I will look towards my future,
having learned from my past.
having learned from my past.
My determined purpose
My determined purpose
from this point forward
from this point forward
is to make the rest of my life the best of my life, the best of my life. All right. So help you God. All right. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you so much. I think that might have been a first. Thank you so very, very much. Can you give me the list name? I'm going to ask our speakers, if you would please come up here and join us. I'm going to ask Samantha, come on up, our judge. And what we're going to do is we begin to call out your name. If you can please come up and get your certificates. And I just want to make sure that you, the employers that we have in the back there, make sure you connect with them, but please make a beeline over to the Nevada State Bank table, because we want to make sure we can have a conversation about opening up those accounts and savings account. Because when you get your job and you start earning really good money, we want to make sure that you're positioned to be able to manage your money, and you'll never find yourself in a situation where money is managed you ever again. Does that make sense? Well, if you guys will please join me in welcoming up Mr. Barry Hung. Let's please keep it going for Elizabeth Bala. Please keep it going for the one and only Young Eagle, Mr. Jonathan Bain. Congratulations, man. Let's keep it going for Ricky Calvert. Congratulations, man. Take a picture. Miss Paisley Carwell. Come here, give me a hug, girl. Take a picture. Please keep it going for the one and only Miss Chandler Cardillo. Congratulations. Take a picture. Let's please keep it going for Mr. Jonathan Christie. I see you, man. Oh, thank you. Jaquan Dolberry. I see. Monique Freeman. Raymond Gutron Diaz. Congratulations. Looking forward to working with you. The one and only Mr. Perry Hill. Congratulations. Quintelia Hill. Let's keep it going for Jessica Hockenberry. Give it up for Mr. Stephen Iniguez. Please give it up for Casavea Jackson. Congratulations, man. Take a picture. Keith Jackson. Mr. Marquise Knickerbocker. Knickerbocker, like the New York Knicks. Congratulations, man. Looking forward to working with you. Please keep it going for Carl Larson. Mr. Glenn Lester. Please keep it going for Stevie Loses. Lionel Luna. James Manning. Please give it up for Miss Brittany Mashar Allen. Congratulations. Take a picture with me. Mr. Robert McKinney. Congratulations. Man. Let's please keep it going for Kevin Mercado Medina. Mr. Ronald Miller. Very proud of you. Mr. Evra Paez. Please give it up for Mr. Matthew Perto. Miss Blossom Powell. Congratulations. Patrick Riley. All right, man. Came a long way. Joshua Saladin. All right, man. I see you, man. Congratulations. Anthony Smith. Mr. Efren Smith. Manuel Thompson. All right, man. I see you. Take a picture. Montserrat Torres Jaramillo. Give me a hug. Let's please keep it going for Mr. Steven Vooks. Congratulations, man. Take a picture. Mr. Justin Weather. Xavier Watley. That's it. That's it. Oh, I see you. Okay. Take a picture, man. All right. I'm going to ask the graduates if you please stand up on your feet. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Hope for Prisoners June 2025 graduating class. Would you give them a big, gigantic hand? Congratulations. Congratulations. So I want to say thank you to all of our volunteers that have come out to make this thing possible. I want to say thank you to all of our partner and employers that are over on the wall. Make sure you get plugged in there. Make sure that you have a conversation with this Nevada State Bank. I want to say a big thank you to Mayor Shelley Berkeley from the city of Las Vegas. Can we give her a hand? Also, our Clark County District Attorney, Steve Wilson. Can we give him a hand? Also, the Honorable Jessica Peterson from the 8th District Court. Can we give her a hand? And from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, Captain Jeff Clark. Can we please give him a hand? So listen, there's some food in the back over there. There's some employers over there. Let's have fun. Remember, as Greg Ketter says, you're not graduating from some program. You're graduating up into our next level of commitment to be with you. So we're looking to start putting the boots on the ground, and let's have some work. Good night, everybody. Want to say good night to everyone who's watching online. Yes.
I also want to say one thing before y'all go. I want to piggyback on what Steve Wolfson said, our DA said. If any of you ever